Are you tired, Leafs Nation? Are you absolutely, unequivocally exhausted by the same old story, the agonizing what-ifs, and the relentless, soul-crushing barrier of the second round? For years, we've watched our beloved Maple Leafs assemble rosters brimming with talent, only to fall short when it matters most. We've seen the glimmers of hope, the flashes of brilliance, but never the sustained, championship-caliber push that truly defines a contender. Well, what if I told you that a seismic shift is on the horizon, a blockbuster move so audacious, so game-changing, it could finally shatter the glass ceiling that has haunted this franchise for decades? The Toronto Maple Leafs find themselves in an unenviable position, a classic pickle, as some might say. They've secured their starting netminder, Joseph Woll, for the foreseeable future, a crucial piece of the puzzle. Yet, the lingering question, the elephant in the room, remains. How do they finally push past the second round of the playoffs and contend for the ultimate prize? The answer, according to a recent bombshell proposal from Heavy.com, might just involve a high-stakes gamble, a trade that would send shockwaves through the entire National Hockey League. This isn't just about adding a player. It's about fundamentally altering the team's DNA, injecting a dose of pure, unadulterated superstar power that could redefine their destiny. The proposed deal is nothing short of monumental, a true hockey trade that would reshape both the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Dallas Stars. Imagine this. The Maple Leafs, in a bold stroke of genius or desperation, acquire the electrifying 46-goal superstar forward Jason Robertson from the Dallas Stars. In return, the Stars would receive a package designed to bolster their future. Promising young forward Matias Maccelli, blue-chip prospect Easton Cowan, a conditional 2026 third-round pick, which could elevate to a 2027 second-rounder if the Leafs finally break through to the Eastern Conference Final, and a 2028 second-round pick. This isn't merely a transaction, it's a declaration of intent, a high-stakes poker game where the Leafs are pushing all their chips to the center of the table. Let's talk about the crown jewel of this potential acquisition, Jason Robertson. At just 26 years old, Robertson isn't just a good player. He's a certified superstar, a legitimate game-breaker who has consistently lit up the scoreboard since entering the league. Drafted 39th overall in 2017, the 6'3", 207-pound forward has steadily climbed the ranks, transforming into one of the NHL's most prolific offensive talents. He's coming off another stellar 80-point season in 2024-25, a testament to his consistency and elite skill. But let's not forget his truly explosive 2022-23 campaign, where he notched an astonishing 46 goals and 109 points. That's not just a career year. That's a statement of dominance, a clear indication of his ability to single-handedly take over games. For the Maple Leafs, Robertson represents the missing piece, the offensive dynamo capable of filling the void left by Mitch Marner's departure, a void that has loomed large over the team's scoring depth. With 168 goals in his 5-year career, Robertson is a proven sniper, a player who finds ways to put the puck in the net with uncanny regularity. If he had been wearing the blue and white last season, his 35 goals, 45 assists, and 80 points would have placed him near the top of every offensive category for the Leafs. Second in points, tied for first in assists, and third in goals. These aren't just impressive numbers, they're transformative. They suggest a player who could immediately elevate the Leafs' top 6 forward group, providing the consistent, high-end scoring they desperately need to contend with the league's elite. The prospect of Robertson hitting the 100-point mark again in a Leafs uniform isn't just a dream, it's a very real possibility, and one that should excite every single fan in Toronto. But every blockbuster trade comes with a price, and this one is no exception. The Dallas Stars, in this scenario, would be acquiring 2 promising young players and some valuable draft capital. Matias Maccelli, a 24-year-old forward originally drafted by the Arizona Coyotes, brings skill and potential. While his 18 points in 55 games last year might not jump off the page, he's a player with offensive upside who could thrive in a new environment. However, the real gem for the Stars in this package, and perhaps the most difficult piece for Leafs fans to part with, is Easton Cowan. Cowan, a 20-year-old blue-chip prospect, was a first-round pick by the Maple Leafs in 2023. His talent is undeniable. showcased by an incredible 69 goals in just 46 games for the OHL's London Knights. He's a player with immense potential, a future cornerstone for any franchise. And this is where the trade proposal takes on another layer of strategic depth, a motivation that goes beyond simply acquiring a superstar. One of the biggest driving factors behind a trade of this nature for the Maple Leafs is the crucial aspect of Cowan's development. The conventional wisdom, echoed by seasoned hockey minds like former head coach Bruce Boudreau, dictates that a player of Cowan's talent should not be relegated to bottom 6 minutes in the NHL. As Boudreau famously put it, drawing on lessons from Bob Murray, if you weren't going to play 12 minutes in the NHL on a game-to-game basis, you're going down to the minors. You're going to develop down there by playing 17 minutes plus. You're not sitting on the bench. He's absolutely right. Players get better by gaining experience, by playing significant minutes in all situations. If Cowan is stuck playing 8 to 10 minutes a night on a fourth line, his growth as a player will be stunted. He needs to be challenged, to be given the opportunity to make mistakes and learn from them, to play in high-leverage situations. This is where the Dallas Stars' reputation comes into play. They have a proven track record of developing young players, integrating them into their NHL lineup with meaningful minutes, and allowing them to flourish. Sending Cowan to a team like the Stars, where he could potentially get more ice time and a clearer path to a top 6 role, might actually be beneficial for his long-term development, even if it means he's not developing in Toronto. It's a tough pill to swallow for fans who have watched him dominate in junior, but sometimes the best path for a prospect isn't always the most direct one. The conditional draft picks also add an intriguing layer, incentivizing the Leafs to finally make that deep playoff run. If they reach the Eastern Conference Final, that third-rounder becomes a second-rounder, a small but significant reward for breaking the curse. Ultimately, this trade proposal isn't just about swapping players and picks, it's about a philosophical choice for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's about deciding whether to continue on their current path, hoping their existing core can eventually break through, or to make a bold, decisive move that fundamentally alters their offensive firepower and potentially unlocks their championship potential. Jason Robertson is the kind of player who can transform a power play, who can create offense out of nothing, and who can be trusted to deliver in clutch moments. He's a superstar who could seamlessly step into the void left by Marner and immediately become one of the team's most impactful forwards. The motivation for the Maple Leafs is clear. They would be a significantly better team with Robertson in the fold. His consistent 80-plus point production, his goal-scoring prowess, and his ability to elevate the play of those around him are exactly what Toronto needs to push them over the top. This isn't just about adding another talented player. It's about acquiring a proven winner, a player who has experienced deep playoff runs with the Stars and knows what it takes to compete at the highest level. The cost is steep, no doubt, but the potential reward, a legitimate shot at the Stanley Cup, is immeasurable. So, Leafs Nation, the question hangs heavy in the air. Is this the kind of audacious gamble, the kind of bold, decisive action that finally propels the Toronto Maple Leafs beyond their perennial playoff struggles? Is Jason Robertson the superstar they need to fill the void, to ignite the offense, and to lead them to glory? The stakes are incredibly high. The price is substantial, but the potential for a truly transformative outcome is undeniable. This isn't just a trade, it's a potential turning point, a moment where the future of the franchise could be irrevocably altered. What do you think? Would you pull the trigger on this blockbuster deal? Is Jason Robertson the answer to the Leafs' prayers, or is the price too high? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if this deep dive into the Leafs' potential future has you on the edge of your seat, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more exclusive insights and passionate hockey analysis.